Hi, and welcome back to Arno TV. I'm your lovable host Arno, coming back to you with another video. So people, I'm back with you today. Because our despicable, disgraceful, abhorrent government, they have us on the march towards a lockdown, don't they? Don't they? And they are being assisted and aided and have been all the way through this pandemic from the start by our despicable media. That is what these people are up to. And like we've told you, these people, they will not be happy. They will not be happy until we're all under lock and key, all under house arrest, and they can impose draconian measures all over us and new laws of the like that, like we've told you, that will be the type that they promised that they'd never ever enact. That is what these despicable, disgusting, abhorrent people that are allegedly running this country are up to. That is what they're up to. So let's just go and have a look over in the media today, and let's just see what kind of propaganda that they are putting out into the public consciousness. Because, as I've said, it's quite clear that these people want to put that message out there of fear in all aspects, and they want to get this message into your head that you need to be locked down again. You need to have their imposition of new laws put all over you. That's what these people are putting out there into the public consciousness, and they are an absolute disgrace, these people. A disgrace. And let's start here in the Independent. Will there be another lockdown before Christmas as Omicron cases rise? New variant raises alarm and prompts Boris Johnson to impose further social restrictions. And who are they coming to, for future modelling and future predictions of what's going to happen? Who are they coming to? This guy, Neil Ferguson, the guy that had to resign because he couldn't follow the rules that he imposed all over us. That is who we're dealing with. These people are an absolute disgrace, these people. The emergence of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus in southern Africa last month is causing concern around the world, not least because it is thought to be highly transmittable, and because of the 32 mutations of the spike protein suggests it might be able to resist current vaccines. Okay, and that begs a question straight away. If it may be able to evade current vaccines, what on earth are these people doing introducing things like vaccine passports? Because what these people want to do, what these despicable people want to do, is they, like we've told you, want to divide British society. That is what these disgusting people are doing. On Monday, the UK confirmed the first death from the new variant globally, while Health Secretary Sajid Javid estimated that the rate of Omicron infections was already around 200,000 per day, with the strain expected to become dominant in London within 48 hours. Okay, this is what they're putting out into the public consciousness right now, and this is been further aided and assisted by Klaus Schwab's friends over at the Daily Mail. And look who over at the Daily Mail, who they've come to again for future predictions on this pandemic. Oh, that's right, the same guy, Professor Lockdown, Neil Ferguson. Do these people think we're stupid? These people are an utter disgrace. Professor Lockdown, Neil Ferguson, warns of 5,000 Omicron deaths a day unless tighter restrictions return in a week or two, as London's COVID hospitalisations rise a third in a week and daily infections soar 60% in a week to 93,000. Now, do you remember me recently telling you that these people were going to be, all about introducing Plan C very soon? This is what these people are laying the groundwork for in articles like this. This is what these people are up to. They're an absolute disgrace. A disgrace. Professor Lockdown strikes again. Neil Ferguson. This guy, yeah, when he was breaking the rules, do you know what he was doing? He was seeing his mistress. Yeah, that's who these people are. They're a disgrace. An absolute disgrace. And you know what we've also told you on Arno TV about these people, putting into the public consciousness future draconian laws and measures that they're going to introduce very soon and are just getting people used to that idea. Well, let's just go over to The Guardian and let's just see what The Guardian are talking about. Yeah, because they're talking about UK reports 93,045 new cases, pubs and restaurants in Ireland reportedly set to get an 8 p.m. curfew. So they are putting this into the public consciousness right now that Ireland are going to be getting curfews on their pubs. And what do you think the likelihood is? What do you think the likelihood, should I say, is that, because we know it's going to be where this is all going to get done first, that Nicola Sturgeon, that Democrat up in Scotland, is going to start using, again, the Scottish population as a testing ground for what they then do across the rest of the UK. So for anybody that's watching this up in Scotland, don't be surprised if Sturgeon brings this to you very, very, very soon, because that's what Nicola Sturgeon's been doing the whole way through this pandemic, isn't it? She seems to think that the Scottish population are a testing ground for what they're going to do in terms of implementing draconian measures on the rest of us. They try them on the Scots first, and then the rest of us basically have them imposed on us as well. So, if you're up in Scotland, I don't know how you feel about this, but if I was Scottish, I'd be absolutely disgusted at someone like Nicola Sturgeon, who's working hand in hand with Boris Johnson. Okay, that is who Sturgeon is. She's a disgrace. And Sky are putting more of this out into the public consciousness as well. COVID News Live, 65 patients in hospital with Omicron as Ireland announces new restrictions. Coronavirus, latest, as Wales to introduce new coronavirus restrictions. So Drakeford, that big political heavyweight, Drakeford, he is another one of these people who's ripping up democracy. He's a disgrace, is Mark Drakeford. An absolute disgrace. And he's another one of these people. He's another one of these people who has a lot to answer for. So again, if you're Welsh and you're in Wales, tell us, what do you think about tyrants like Drakeford that, remember, did things like last Christmas, cordoning off sections of supermarkets where Christmas gifts were? Yeah? You remember him doing stuff like that? He is an absolute tyrant, a disgrace. So if you're Welsh, leave us some comments about what you think of First Minister of Wales, Mark Drakeford, because I think he's a complete and utter disgrace, just like the rest of them. As we've told you, these people are not going to be happy. They are not going to be happy until all of us are plunged into a new lockdown very, very, very soon. And as we've told you, it won't be long after that. It won't be long after that before the lockdown suddenly turns into a lockdown of the unvaccinated, and they do what they've been wanting to do, which is divide British society. That is what these disgusting people are up to, these so-called Democrats. And all of these people, every single one of these people that we've been speaking about on Arno TV, all of them, they're all working hand in hand with Klaus Schwab and all his acolytes over at the World Economic Forum, pushing the agendas of the Great Reset, the stakeholder capitalism, and the Fourth Industrial Revolution. That is what these disgusting people are up to, okay? And, let's look at some of these laws that they've already passed on us, yeah? When I've told you these people have been using this pandemic to push through all sorts of draconian laws, like they did the other day with the introduction of vaccine passports. And as we told you the other day, who was it Who was it who basically allowed that to go through and become law? Oh, that's right. That's right. It was Keir Starmer, wasn't it? And the Labour Party. You know, these people that tell you that they're not working together. They're all working together, okay? And, you know, let's look at some other laws that have gone through under the back of this pandemic. You know, when they've been using this pandemic to push these draconian laws through, like we've told you. Let's look at a law like the CHIS law that we spoke about before. And for anybody out there that doesn't know what that is, it's covert human intelligence sources, right? And what our despicable government have gone and done, you know, tyrants like Priti Patel, another one of these people that's ripping up democracy, you know, what she's gone and done under the back of this pandemic, she's pushed through a law. It's given the authorities a legal basis and a legal platform to go out and commit criminal offences and crimes. Of the like, if you did them or I did them, you'd be arrested and thrown in prison for. That is who these people are. They're an absolute disgrace. So when I've told you that they've been using this pandemic and they're ripping up democracy, I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. And this is just one law of many laws that we've spoke about on this channel that they have pushed through under the back of this pandemic. So, you know, like we've told you, expect another lockdown, yeah? Expect the lockdown of the unvaccinated. Expect new draconian laws to be imposed all over you of the type that they promised you that they'd never enact. Those kind of laws, yeah? Expect that. Expect forced and mandatory vaccinations, because that is what these disgusting, despicable, abhorrent people are doing. When are people going to start to wake up to who these people are, what agendas they've been pushing, who they're working with, and what the hell these people are doing? Because it's quite clear that these people, as we've told you, are ripping up democracy, and they are throwing it into the dustbin of history. That is what these people are doing, and what they want to replace democracy with all over the Western world, as we've told you, is this multilateral, multifaceted global system that Klaus Schwab says is fit for the 21st century. And this new system that they want to replace democracy with, like we've said, is going to run exclusively for the benefit of them and all their acolytes and the organisations that they all work with. And as we've told you, they are organisations of the like of the World Economic Forum, the 1,000 richest companies in the world, NGOs, governments, World Bank, UN. That is who this system is going to be working for. It's not going to be working for you, and it's definitely not going to be working for me. That is what these disgusting, despicable, abhorrent people are up to. And this, at the end of 2021, this is where we are at with these disgraceful people. You know, so when people, you know, were scoffing at some of the ideas that we've been talking about on this channel months ago and calling me a conspiracy theorist, but now all these things that we spoke about, they're all happening, yeah? You know, these people are an utter disgrace, and it's about time that a lot more people start to realise what the hell these people are doing, okay? Because if people are not very careful, and I've told you this on many, many occasions, we're going to end up in a situation where we're all going to be living in a new Orwellian global system that's going to have us living in servitude to these people and the organisations that they're all working with. That is where these people want to take us. So if you are about freedom of choice, democracy, well, do you know what, people? It's about time that you start to wake up and see who these people are. Because, like we've told you, these people, you see, these people have been using this pandemic to do all this, push these draconian laws through, like we've said, the type that they promised that they'd never do. they've been using this pandemic to push all this agenda through. And the problem these people have, the problem that these people have is in the past, they've been allowed to manoeuvre and sneak around in the shadows, haven't they? Well, because they've all been using this pandemic to do this and push this agenda, what this has done, it's brought these vile, disgusting people out of the shadows. It's put them right on the centre of the stage, and guess what? The spotlight is right on these people, and we can see exactly who these vile individuals are and what they're up to. And that is the problem that these people have. And these people only have themselves to blame. They are ripping up democracy. They want to throw away our livelihoods, our jobs, the economy, our cultures, our heritage, our freedom. That is what these people want to take away from you. They are a disgrace, an absolute disgrace. And these people, like we've told you, they have a lot to answer for. And when I say, when I've said these people, in the UK, let me be 100% clear when I say these people, who I am talking about. I am talking about the likes of Johnson and Starmer and Patel and Gove and Hancock and Javid and Sturgeon and Drakeford and Khan. All of these people, every single one of them, should be dragged into Parliament, and they should be made to answer serious questions about what they've been up to, who they've been working with, what agendas they're pushing, and what the hell these people think they've been doing. Because these people, like we've told you, have a lot to answer for. And there's absolutely no doubts about that anymore at all. These people have a lot to answer for, okay? This system has to change, because these people quite clearly don't care about you, don't care about me. All these people want to do, rip up democracy on a daily basis, throw it in the bin. They don't care about that. They want to replace democracy, like we've said, with this new system working for them and all their acolytes. And the only other thing that any of these vile, disgusting individuals care about at all is lining their own pockets and feathering their own stinking, filthy, dirty little nest and pushing their grubby little agendas. That is who these people are. They are an absolute disgrace, and it's about time that people recognise, first of all, who these people are and what they're about, and stop listening to these people, because they want to take us into such a dark place, the type of which, like I've told you on many occasions, they want to take us into a world, the type of a world that I thought was consigned to the dustbin of history in the 1930s. That is what these people are doing. They are an absolute disgrace, and they're ripping up democracy. And that's where we're at with these vile individuals, okay? So I'm going to be back soon with some more videos for you. But until I am, I want you to take care and look after yourself and your friends and your family and your loved ones, okay? And I, personally, I'm not going to stay silent while these people rip up democracy and basically erect this system and put it into place. There's no way I am staying silent while these people do this. So, I'll be back soon with some more videos for you. Until I am, take care. And, whatever you do out there, stop listening to the likes of Johnson, Hancock, Starmer, Patel, Gove, Drakeford and the rest of them, because they are only about themselves and erecting this multilateral global system that's going to work for the benefit of them and all their dirty little acolytes.